Good morning, Sunday yogis. It's great to have you on board. We're going to cool our jets today. Welcome if you're joining via Zoom, my beloved Zoom friends, and also if you're one of our new friends streaming in. So, for the first 8 or 9 minutes on Sunday sacred self care class, we lie on the back in Shavasana and literally allow our mind to settle and to calm while more friends filter into class. So we'll begin calming, quieting, and pacifying now. Sunday class is very slow, calm, and peaceful with a meditative mood all the way through. Good morning. Welcome if you're just joining in to Sunday Sacred Self Care Yin Yoga class plus restorative. That's a mouthful, isn't it? It's easier to do than it is to say. Welcome to Zoom friends cruising in. Welcome to YouTube live streamers. Great to have you. By the way, all of your images and names are anonymous. Where we're live streaming from in the Bay Area is very hot, and so we're going to do a lot of yin yoga. Yin is cooling yoga. Plus restorative will stay low to the ground where it's at least a little cooler. So relax on your back, take a load off. Easy does it. No rush. For the next hour or so, there's no being in a hurry, no getting to the next best thing. This is it. Good. Let's start to notice our breathing. Let's simply pay attention to it. You don't have to make it different or change it or make it super spiritual or anything. If you just notice the part that goes in and then the part that goes out, you have achieved saint, mystic, sage status in my book. Hey, welcome. More friends have joined in. Nice to have you. We got 3 more minutes on the back. We're relaxing and cooling our jets. We're letting our eyes roll back. We should probably wiggle our arms and our legs to get any residual heat out of our body. Good. Let's direct breathings down to our belly button now. Make a meditation out of the rise and the fall of your belly button. We all need some Sunday sacred self care, relaxing. We sure do. Okay, then our great Sunday ritual, which is we breathe what we feel and we feel what we breathe, simply meaning observe your emotional nature and connect it with our breath. It's as healing as any spiritual process that I've come across. I call it practicing the presence. Good, you did good. Only the most brave and courageous souls will actually feel their own life, not everyone else's. Nice big inhale together. Exhale, release it all out. We are calm, cool, and collected souls, irrespective of heat. Now, I might have said inhale and forgotten to say exhale, and if I did that, I hope you're still alive, but make sure you're still breathing now. Enjoying the pleasurable, well, the indescribable lightness of being. How about that? Good. Now wiggle your fingers and toes and your nose in this pose. And then take your arms up to the ceiling, stretch your arms up over your head, and some very gentle stretching on the floor. You don't want to overdo it when it's a Fahrenheit 456. You just want to be nice and gentle with yourself. Make sure you smile a little bit because then our brain says we must be happy. Good kids, draw your knees in for some gentle knee hugging and back rolling. Okay, and let's sit up together. What do you say? What do you say? Whatever you say, you're muted, which is a good protection that's built in. But anyway, it's great to see you. There's a nice turnout of Zoomers. And again, we're up to over 1 billion people watching around the world on live stream. That didn't take very long. It's the fastest growing live stream on the planet. Yoga cures all delusions. Anyway, it's great to see you, my friends. So here we are sitting Indian style. Now, when I first heard the phrase sitting Indian style when I was young and not as smart as I am now, I thought, I've never seen Native American Indians sit like this, but Indian style, meaning in India, because it's so terribly, terribly hot there, they sit on the floor. So we're going to sit that way for a moment. How are you? Close your eyes. And here's an interesting instruction. Hold reasonably still. It's so tempting to fidget and wobble and check your phone and look out the window, and you never know, the FedEx guy might be coming with today's packages. Not that we're addicted to that or anything. Can you just sit and breathe? Do you feel ants crawling on the inside of your skin saying, I sure need a cookie right now? Or what about tomorrow? Or what about my 401k and my dwindling retirement account? Just relax and be quiet. One time, a great spiritual master told me, everything is probably going to be okay. And for the vast majority of my life, everything has been okay. There are a couple bumpy spots. I think we all have them. I sure learned a lot. But the most important thing I've learned in this lifetime is to maintain this conscious contact with this God, love, source being thing. Without that, I am lost. About one more minute if you can stand it. Maybe you love it. Good, open your eyes. Now I've got an interesting strategy for today's class. Are you ready? Today we're going to talk about our problems. Okay, so we're going to go around and everybody's going to talk about, we're going to see who has the biggest problem. So my problem today is both of my toilets are clogged, not just one, but it's an entire sewage thing. So neither of them work. So if you think you have something bigger than that, let me know. Let's chant Om together. We'll bring our hands into our heart. And today's prayer, intention, affirmation is God, love, source being. Please unclog all of my pipes and channels, spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional, so that the fresh, free flow of life can move in and through me. Amen. Especially the physical one. All right. Now, we're doing a little forward fold. What do you think about that? We're going to do some stuff now. And we've done most of this before, but there are some things that are so enjoyable. It's okay to do them frequently. Eating is good. See a lot of cats out there. I see a lot of my favorite people and their cats. My cat is in the front yard under the sprinkler attacking birds. Now from fingertips, long spine, look forward at your bright future. Exhale, deepen. Now move your shag and wag your do a little bit. We simply can't have stiff neck, back, and shoulders in this class. We are clam and peaceful mollusks. Okay, back to holding still. Now, your favorite Swedish masseuse is at your house with their hands on your shoulder blades, relaxing your shoulders down away from your ears. You didn't even realize you were holding on like that. Your motto is, the only time I let go is to get a tighter grip. How did I know that about you? Okay, come on up, kids. Okay, that's all the time we have. Let's switch now we have timeless. We've exhausted time. We've moved into the timeless. I'm gonna pull back on my hi, how you doings? I'm gonna intollen my spine. That's a new word, intollen. And we do a little baby forward fold. Now, whatever your biggest pressing problems, concerns, worries, projects, plans, schemes, designs, just set them aside for a second. It's all going to work out. It's already done. Today, we're just going to get out of the way and let the river take us. Stop thinking, lose your mind. Okay, friendly friends, let's come on up. Okay, we're going to break open some of these adhesions in our body, which won't be hard when it's triple digits outside. Stretch your legs out. Stretch toes open. Stand up. Now in Sunday's class, you don't have to be like gold medal. You can just be, you ever watch gymnastics in the Olympics? There's that one person running up and down the floor doing all the back springs and cartwheels. You're one of the people on the side watching. Okay? You don't have to do all that. If everybody was doing that all the time, the world would be a madhouse. Hands on the floor, feet in. Bottoms up. And bottoms down. Good. All right. You can cross your legs however you want. Seriously, imagine going to Whole Foods and everybody's doing an acrobatic run down the aisle. So you don't have to be an acrobat in my class. Arms out, palms up. Lean carefully into your hands. This might be dicey for some of you, and it might be spicy for others of you. Drop your chin. And now we're going to do breath work. By that I mean pranayam, pranayam, Prana, South American razor sharp fish. Yam, potato like. Pranayam. Now you're in one of two conditions while you're doing this. You're happy, joyous, and free. You're experiencing Sat Chit Ananda, ever conscious, ever aware, ever new bliss in this moment. Or your mind is in the way, like a grinding air conditioner in the neighbor's yard next door while you're trying to sleep. Where are you at? This is self-care at its best. You got to just take some time, do a little maintenance on the body. Are you due for your 100,000-mile checkup? I sure am, about 200,000 miles ago. Okay, come out of that. Ah, shake it out. Shake it. Don't break it. The part where it goes up and the part where it goes down. Did you ever watch Friends? Have you seen every episode? They were all named the one where Monica, etc. So this is the one where the arms go behind your back and then up your back and poof. How did those six friends afford a $3 million apartment working at a coffee shop? Poof. Do you remember the name of the coffee shop in Friends? That's today's trivia question. Leave a comment if you know. See, we're just looking to scramble our brains and to quit being reasonable and rational. Poof. Arms forward. Pull in, my friends. Pull in love, bliss. Laura wins the prize. I knew that she knew that. Come forward. Central perk. Pull in. I bet she's seen every episode. Pull in. One more. And pause with your paws at your side. Drop your chin. Now we're going to make ujjayi breathing, which in ujjayi means, in Sanskrit, ujjayi means ujjayi. You make a little throaty sound at the back of your whispery. Today we're going to use words in interesting illogical sequences. English not well speaking. We should have more trivia in Sunday Sacred Self-Care Yoga. Good, now push your arms out. Go out wide. Go back here and push forward. It's all about mimicry. Find somebody that you love and admire and who inspires you and just mimic them for a while. Out you go. Not me, of course, but somebody else out here. I am not a role model, okay? It's not how I roll. Out you go. You don't want to make my mistakes, but you could learn from them. Push forward. Up you go. Good. Now, I don't mean to make fun of Rosicrucians. Yeah, actually, I do. So they make this little tent on top of their head to arc unicorn energy into their clown chakra. So close your eyes and just channel some prana into your head. Good. Now bring the piranhas down to your heart. Drop your chin. Now I invite you to pray in all seriousness. In no seriousness, I invite you to pray for the blessing you need most in your life right now. Group prayer is the strongest. Good. Now lace thy mitts. Brings them way up yonder. Good. And now we're going to go like this. This is called asana, because we waddle our asana around. It's kind of fun. Kind of. Good. Then we'll bring these mitts right in front of us and we'll do roly-poly guacamole. Now, sometimes on Sunday I fast, but there's a perfectly ripe avocado in my kitchen, other way, and it just keeps whispering, "Eat me," it says, and it's perfect today. So should I fast or should I eat creamy avocado? Good. And then, hi, how are you? A little faster. Shake away cares and worries. I don't need no stinking troubles. I know everything has always been working out for me. Cup your hands at your heart and now accept the answer to the prayer that you just prayed. You might think, well, it's too soon. I can't have it yet. Well, that's the reason our prayers are delayed. We think that there needs to be a lag time. There's a technical term for that. It's called foolishness. So accept the feeling of your prayers being answered, relief, gratitude, thankfulness, joy. Okay, now it's not going to take much to stretch our Gumby heads today. So tilt the pumpkins to the right, drop your chin. We'll get through joint juice pretty quickly today, and then we're going to do a lot of laying on the floor today with zero resistance to gravity. If you're watching this for the first time and you're thinking, what's up with this guy saying this stuff? You'll get used to it. Good. And then bring it back up this way. Tilt it. Drop your chin a little bit. Close your eyes. Relax your mouth. Ever had a dream where your head comes off and it's like, oh man, and then it just goes right back on? So this is kind of like that, but real. I don't know about you guys, but I'm busier than I've just about ever been in my life with this project thing, and man, do I need to dial that down, the dial of density, destiny. All right, and if your head's still attached, click it back up. If not, all your problems are solved. And 4 neck rolls. 1, 2, 3. It took Laura less than a second to answer the Friends trivia question. 4. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, falling asleep in public, let your chin drop down to your chest. When we were kids, our chin would hit our chest. We had more range of motion when we were younger. Do you remember running so fast your heels would kick your bottom when you were running? I do. I had to do a lot of running when I was younger. It was necessary. A lot of things needed to be escaped back in the day. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What does kill you makes it stronger. Okay, let's finally do something yin and restorative. What do you say? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Rub your hands together. Doesn't take much to create heat when it's already hot as blazes. And then cup your warm mitts over your soft eyes and gently push in. Don't squish your eyeballs, but this is an ancient yoga technique to lightly press on your eyes and then look into the velvety, sparkly inner world. It's not just black, is it? It's anything but. All of your answers are in there. Good. That was super calming. Now, normally on Sunday, we'd go through a host of other body parts, but today we're going to grab the couch, the chair, the Ottoman Empire, or the recliner, or a host of blankets and pillows. And it's just so damn hot, and there's so much going on in life that my voice is starting to break. So we're going to bring in our Pee Wee Herman recliner, the one that talks. Paul Rubin, where is he now, I wonder? And we're just going to do about a 5-minute restorative pose. Now, of course, this doesn't have to be a recliner. It could be your ottoman, your couch. It could be your significant otter if you have one. Now, the key to this is sliding a thing, a blanket, pillow, bolster underneath your behind. And now we're just going to be a river going downstream. Now I think this is cooling because it reverses circulation. It gets my head a little lower, as if my head could go any lower. And now comes calm and peaceful minutes. And if you need to fall asleep, it's okay. I'll wake you up in about some future time. Relax your jaw. I love this pose. It's called Viparita Karani. Then I like to move my breathings down toward my navel academy down here, not so much in my chest parts, but down toward my guts. This stimulates our gut brain and gives us intuition so we don't have to keep making the same damn mistakes over and over and over again. Don't you love this kind of yoga? This is so much better than that preposterous moving around and doing stuff. Let your eyes roll back into cat atonia. You're feeling very, very sleepy. Our breathing slows down. It doesn't stop though, it just slows down. About 2 more minutes of this intergalactic ecstasy. This might be the best class I've ever taught so far. Okay, you guys, we should begin not doing something else almost immediately. So, can you put your feet on the front of whatever the thing is? Your couch, your ottoman? Is it stable enough just to lift your bum of just a couple of inches and then rest thy bums down? And then lift thy buns couple inches. Ooh, rested down. It's a very arresting feeling. One more, lift thy buns if you can, and then set them down. Very nice. Now I'm going to push my Pee Wee Herman recliner away from me, and he dissolves back into the corner. And then we're going to sit up together. We're not going to do sit-ups. We're going to sit up together. Oh, God, yoga's hard. All right, they're back. I would give that pose an 11 on the 10 scale. Now, you're not even going to believe this next pose. I would call it Irish yoga. Now, for me, that's not offensive because there's some Irish in me somewhere, mostly in my liver. Now, from here, watch this. I learned this from my yin genius friend, Carolyn. I said, Carolyn, that's not yoga. And she said, yes, it is. So first, we're going to lay down and text each other, okay, like this. We're 13 years old. We're badly addicted to TikTok, and we're sending life-threatening TikToks to our friends, okay? Let's jump off a speeding boat together. So don't do that. Now, the pose is a neck stretch, and you're going to lay on your left ear. And you're thinking, this can't be possibly it. And even though it was bad grammar, this is it. Sometimes my past participles move into the future. They're pre-participles. And just lay on your left ear. And that will stretch your stuff. And your shoulders relax into the floor. Pretend you're doing this on a warm beach, warm sandy beach, somewhere nice. You just won the lottery, all of your financial concerns are gone forever, and this warm spread of incredible relief and relaxation spreads through your body. You call the bank and they say, your bank account is $15 million. And you're like, wow, I'm going to call back. Good. Now we're going to Van Gogh over to the other ear. Okay. Did you get it? Van Gogh over to your other ear. Oh, you can drool if you want. And then I just want you to be a bag of bones, a sack of clams dropped onto the floor. Do every pose as if it's the last pose you'll ever do. While you guys are relaxing, I can check my texts and stuff because my life is more important than your life. Wiggle your booties a couple of times, get any residual booty tension out, and then come still. Good, 30 more seconds in this pose. Okay, my friends, and then we're gonna drag ourselves up out of this one and come up onto our elbows. Did you know resting on your elbows was a yin yoga pose? It's called Sphinx pose. So if you're just resting on your elbows, it's literally a spinal extension, AKA a back bend, not a big one. If you're not much of a back bender, you'll feel this. If you're exceedingly flexible in your lower back, not so much. If you're a little stretchier, you could widen out your elbows like the actual Sphinx in Egypt. Now, this can be, if you're bendier than average bears, you could bend your knees like this. Now, you see a lot of teenagers doing this because their bodies aren't ruined yet. Let your chest relax forward. Close your eyes. Now, the movie Napoleon's coming out in Thanksgiving. Ridley Scott. That's going to be good. And the Sphinx is in that movie. And Napoleon, that jerk, had his artillery shoot cannons at the Sphinx and blow its nose off. Joaquin Phoenix playing Napoleon. It's got to be good. Shoulders relax. Now, if you're bendier, you could widen your elbows out. You can bring your chest up a little, but I really need to leave this up to you, okay? Remember, you're not doing it with your neck. You can drop your chin down. Do your heels bend all the way in and touch your bottom? Ha! I bet they don't, unless they do. Okay, now I want you to experience the whole theme of today's class, which is central perk. We have an amazing central perk inside of us. It's not in Manhattan. It's right inside of your own heart. Central perk. I think this is an interesting, stimulating, provocative yoga pose. Good, now let your feet down, extend your arms forward, and this is called Donner Party of Seven. As you crawl your arms forward and you walk your feet back, and you can rest on your chin, you can rest on your forehead, you can rest on your face. Good, you guys. Now we'll bring our hands in this extra amazingly good class so far. And then in a moment, we're going to do restorative twist. But first, we're going to do the cow and the cat and the Monica and the Phoebe and the Joey. And I don't know anybody else on that show, Ups and Downs. I never watched it all the way through once. I had other things to do, Ups and Downs. I liked Phoebe, though. She was my favorite. I liked the one where she was the massage therapist. Two more. Reminded me of my own life. I did a lot of massage therapy for a long time. Good. Now, this is where the elite meet to rehab a seat. See how we're always mixing it up on Sunday? It's not just the same old thing every time. Now, what did I just promise you? I promised you a restorative twist with a twist. Thump, says my bolster. Pat, pat, butter, pat, cat. You know what? I better check my cell phone and see where my cat is. I've got my cat on GPS. Your cat just ordered seared pepper tuna. Huh. All right, he's fine. Now, here's what we're going to do. You've done it before, you'll do it again, but mostly you're doing it now. And this is the one where we're so hot that we're going to melt open. So our knees go over here to the left, our hip slides into the bolster, our hand goes on to the bolster. Then we take our knees and our ankles around behind us in mermaid pose. We push into the bolster with both hands to stretch our side muscles. Then we slightly move the bolster over to the right, a little more if it's hot where you're at. And belly, chest, right ear down, and then sleep ensues. What's your sleep number? Do you live near a mattress store? I bet you do. You could go get a new one and relax in this twist. Nice turnout of friends. You're in good company, just, well, vegging, just relaxing. Now, my cat, he does this pose. He can do a whole 360 in this one. Doesn't it just feel good to take a load off and let your body resign and relax into a deep restorative pose and let our parasympathetic nervous system rest and relaxation take over for us? Another minute or so on this side, no particular rush. Okay, my beautiful friendly friends, both Zoomers and people from Tasmania to Scandinavia, come up and out. Oh, oh, it's warming up here, kids. I have friends that live in, and family that live in Sacramento. I've heard it's even hotter there. One of my sisters lives in Sacramento and the other one lives in Las Vegas. So I'm not allowed to complain about heat here in Pleasant Hill, California. Now, I've never been allowed to complain to my sisters, in fact, and survive. Okay, now our knees go this way. See that? Over here to the right. Pat, pat, butter, pat with your left hand. Take your knees and ankles around behind you. Cross them like mermaids or mermales, depending on your gender. Good. We'll push into the bolster. See how we're leaning back like Rita Hayworth? Left hand over here. This goes over here to the left a little bit. Chest, belly button down. And probably your left ear for about 3 minutes of hot cat twist, cat on a hot twist roof. Relax down. Okay, stay in the pose, relax more, but the biggest inhale you can in the midst of the twist. Exhale, let it all go. Okay, now as we carefully come out of this one, you might be able to see Laura's cat face right up against the screen. We'll come out nice and slow. Oh, okay, you guys, my life is so rich and full and busy that we're going to go into as low to the floor Shavasana as we can. My knees are going over my bolster. My head's going on my head thing, cleverly called the head thing. And now for about 5 minutes, the kids will extra super cool their jets. And boy, do we need that today. Wiggle your legs, relax your back, let your eyes roll back. Give yourself permission to pull the plugs on the fake real world and go back home for a few minutes. Okay, my friends, that felt super good. So start to come back toward your body. Take your time. And this is that part of practice where if you'd like to invite God, love, source, spirit, being, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, whatever your higher power is, you can invite that in. Good. And if you prayed that simple prayer with me, we can wiggle our fingers and toes, circulate feel goods through our body. Good. And at your pace, take your time. You can curl onto your right side, please. Now, keeping our eyes closed to keep this nice yin feeling on the inside, we'll sit up together and reassemble ourselves around the world in 80 minutes. And we're noting that we are indeed calmer and more peaceful souls because we practice peace. And if you practice something, you get better at it. I've heard. Our hands go into our heart. Our silly heads humble themselves down to our wise hearts. Intellect is good, but I don't know if it needs to lead the parade. Good. And from that astonishing, amazing, breathtaking place where we all come together, all together we say, Namaste. Okay, first an adieu, an adios, an arrivederci, and a Auf Wiedersehen to the YouTube friends. Thanks for checking in. Please like and subscribe.